for sisters especially, I remember kind of having a crisis before I went out on my mission, because it's hard to know exactly what to bring. With elders, it's a little bit more straightforward. You have your suits and your shoes, and that's kind of it. But with sisters, you have to have enough skirts and tops to go with those same skirts. It's very easy to get sick of your clothing. One tip I have is a lot of the sisters, there's a shop called Primark in England, and it's probably in the same quality as like Target, kind of in their clothing. So it's cheap, and it doesn't necessarily last you that long, but it's fun to go there on P-Day, and because they usually have pretty modest choices too. So a lot of us would go there on P-Days and get skirts and tops, and they have other fun things there. So that's a good option to kind of like fill in the gaps in your wardrobe. And as a sister missionary, I think you get so sick of your clothing by the end of the mission. I don't know about elders, but something I did a lot is my companions and I would share clothes, just because their clothes are new to you, so it adds a little variety. With shoes, I would definitely invest in a good pair of boots. That's really important during the winter because it is rainy and sometimes there's snow. But you do want a good solid pair of boots. I had a pair of I think they were the brand Keen, K-E-E-N, and they were boots, and they were pretty cheap, and they lasted me my whole mission. So I would really recommend that. They have different colors. Another thing is you will get used to wearing tights a lot. Like, that's basically a staple. Sometimes even in the summer, just depending on how cold it is. Because if the sun's not out, it can get cold. But basically the whole winter you wear, and spring you wear tights with boots. A fun thing to have are some scarves to change it up. Just some fun patterns. The great thing about being a sister missionary now is that you can wear colorful stuff, and you want to still be professional and conservative, but I don't think there's a reason to not be yourself in your clothing, and that's still a way that you can express yourself, I guess, but just not too extreme, maybe. I think just in general, like loose, flowy skirts and dresses are the best, because you don't want to be uncomfortable. A lot of times you don't have the best seating arrangements when you go and teach investigators, so you don't want to be worrying about skirts that are coming up or something. I think that's pretty much it. With your hair, it is a little bit more humid, but I have quite curly hair. I straighten it, and the humidity wasn't too bad. Like, I could still straighten it; it would stay straight. And I got really lucky with it not being that rainy while I was there, especially in the summers. So it was great. I did end up taking an umbrella, but you kind of just don't end up using it because it does get really windy there too. So like, so many umbrellas broke. They just get turned inside out, and you kind of just, I would invest in like a sort of, I had a North Face windbreaker that was waterproof too, and so I would use that a lot when it wasn't super cold, but it would keep me dry. I just get one with a hood, and you can just use that instead of an umbrella. Sometimes it just doesn't, by the end of your mission, it's like not even worth it to pull out an umbrella. You just like put your hood on, and I think it's similar to people that live in Seattle where it rains a lot. You're just used to it, and you just go with the flow. So yeah, I would get one really warm coat though for the winter though, because it does get quite cold.